and welcome to the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. Today is the 25th of November. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Fishermen's leader declares an emergency. Bad fishing methods depleting fish stock. Spain and France muscle in on Welsh. Libya and FAO agree on close cooperation. Canada and India advance CEPA. Many of the surviving 2,000 fishing jobs in fragile West Coast UK communities are threatened by a decision to extend European Commission catch restrictions. John Herms, Secretary of the Northwest Fishermen's Association, said that emergency intervention by both the UK and Scottish governments was essential to try to secure a U-turn and avert disaster from the remaining fleet. The industry had faced a wave of new regulations governing landing and net mesh sizes, as well as catch composition, closed areas, and fishing seasons. Industry leaders feared the proposals would hand yet more power to Brussels under the Common Fisheries Policy. Ministers from the UK and elsewhere told Commission officials that they were trying to force through too many rules too quickly. Ghana fish stocks are gradually being depleted as a result of bad fishing methods. The Deputy Western Regional Minister said the old method of fishing by hook and the use of lights, among others, made no distinction between fingerlings and matured fish, thereby destroying fingerlings and thus depriving fishermen of better future harvest. But the Integrated Coastal and Fisheries Governance Program, a 4-year initiative supported by USAID, is to help in achieving fisheries development objectives by addressing the overexploitation of fishery resources and decline of fish stocks. The main challenge for this program and the fishing communities in the region are to effectively manage the inshore or the artisanal fisheries. While aquaculture is one economic activity that might help some communities, it is not a solution to the problem. Wales chefs revealed how they are struggling to serve up locally caught lobster, crab, and hand-picked scallops because most of the nation's shellfish is exported to Europe. There are more than 430 licensed fishing vessels in Wales, with the catch totaling several hundred tons annually. But fishermen say up to 90% of the Welsh shellfish catch is transferred live direct to lorries and sent mainly to France and Spain. Rural Affairs Minister Ellen Jones also wants to keep Welsh lobster and their fellow shellfish and fish Welsh. She has announced that £4 million of Welsh Assembly government and European fisheries funding will be used to support the nation's fishing industry and help it to become more viable and sustainable. Welsh chefs have welcomed the move. Libya and FAO will work closely together over the next 5 years to strengthen food security and sustainable development in the country. FAO will provide technical assistance and support for 18 projects covering the following areas: pesticides management and the protection of natural resources, integrated pest management, phytosanitary measures, seed development, prevention and control of transboundary animal diseases, veterinary services and animal vaccine assessment, genetic improvement of local animal and poultry breeds, poultry production biotechnology, assessment of fish stocks, and coastal area pollution. A program management unit will be established to ensure the proper implementation, monitoring, coordination, and evaluation of the program starting in 2010 and closing in 2014. Canada and India have taken the next step toward a Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or CEPA, as a Canadian Minister of International Trade and Minister for the Asia-Pacific Gateway and India's Minister of Commerce and Industry signed papers to establish a joint study group. The joint study group will be comprised of officials from both Canada and India. It will look at key sectors of interest and the possible parameters of a CEPA. A CEPA with India could deliver commercial benefits to many sectors of the Canadian economy, including fish and seafood products and agricultural products. The Government of Canada held public consultations from March to April 2009 to seek input from Canadians on developing a CEPA with India. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. See you next time.